us about kind of what you guys have been working on for this season.
Absolutely, bigger is better here at Monster Jam. So as far as we go out on the track, we're going to go as high as we can, as fast as we can, etc. In racing, don't have it. It was battery turbo. They came loose. It happens. First quarter prep, things get a little loose. It's fine. But now, no mercy. We're out here.
And when it comes to the shell-shocked truck, it is visually so cool to see out there on the track. You guys debuted it at the tail end of last year. What has the fan response been to shell-shocked?
Well, I mean, it's been awesome. It's something Dalton had since he was 4 years old, just like you guys in the stands. And it's his baby, really. Every design was handpicked by him, and the fans love it. I can't believe it.
Kenny, thank you so much. Fans, hold on to those seats. We've got shell-shocks coming up. We have so many amazing drivers lined up for today's Monster Jam freestyle.
Well, Monster Jam fans, don't forget to donate to St. Jude. We've got the QR code right there. Scan that QR code, whether you can donate $1 or just a couple dollars. That's what matters to the families of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. All of that money goes to the families. They don't pay for any hospital bills, food. Left there for Vendetta. Just free fire here. Wasn't able to save it, but got some great heights, great momentum throughout that run. Keep those scores locked in at judgeszone.com as we take a look at the Super Bowl routine action replay. Score to beat, of course, is Megalodon for a 3-1-5. Scores are allowed to score for Vendetta is 8.007.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with Jada right now, and I got something really cool for you. I have 4 tickets to Disney on Ice. You're coming here to San Diego, but, you know, nothing is for free. You gotta kind of win it, okay? So I'm gonna have you do something called Finish the Lyric, Let It Go. So DJ, let's hear it.
It's about creativity. It's about using all of the obstacles, filling that clock. So folks, keep that in mind when you're locking in your scores for freestyle.
The official word from Monster Jam, the officials on what's going on. Right now, he has no completions. Trying to figure that out. 9 seconds left. Jamie Garner, Toro Loco. If he does not, if he's not able to continue on his run, I mean, that receiving score. Remember, the drivers have to complete 30 seconds of their run to qualify for a score. No score for Jamie Gardner out Toro Loco, but San.Diego, let's show him some love. Make some noise for Jamie Gardner out Toro Loco. Just unfortunate there. No score. Remember, drivers must complete 30 seconds of their run.
Well, Barry, I want to kind of get inside the mind of a driver for Monster Jam Freestyle. As you're looking at the track,
right out of my head, and you know, we try to tweak it a little bit as we go, depending on what the track gives you. But really, you know, you just want to get your time in and get that back to the bend and that wow factor. So there's definitely a lot of places that you can achieve that on this track.
something that we've started to integrate when it comes to Monster Jam Freestyle is that the fans are part of the score, but we also have an expert judge. And so they're looking for you to fill the clock. They're looking for certain
Scoring is open. 20 seconds on the clock. Locking those scores. Judges.com.
Casey, while we're watching the replay, tell us what Corey Rumble told you earlier today.
He said that he's so excited to be behind the wheel of a truck that's really light and that this truck has a lot of power, and that's not something that he's quite used to just yet. And we see that he's having a blast out there on the track. He's getting big air, big momentum, fantastic freestyle.
Team screen.